Welcome back to Arena of the Contest, everyone. Welcome to the Arena of the Contest Season 2 PvP Tournament Prep match. Today's match is intended to just kind of go over a bunch of the rules that we're going to be having for the PvP tournament that is beginning this weekend. In fact, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time, we will have our first match between, I think his name's Jamos, and Adria will be playing tomorrow night. And then we have another match that will be planned for Wednesday next week. And tentatively, we have one for the 26th on Friday, and that'll be during the afternoon, during that Black Friday vacation day for some people, some of our viewers. But we'll have that going on. We may fit in one more, hopefully, but we'll kind of see. Because a lot of it's just scheduling and trying to figure out people's times. Anyway, I got Code back here. Hey, Code, it's been a long time.
It's been a little too long.
I know, right? Where'd you run off to?
I've been hiding,
Oh,
preparing for season
preparing
two.
for season 2 to make your comeback, huh?
Yeah, come back and win this time.
Oh yeah, awesome. Well, I'll be posting the tournament bracket, and the bracket will also contain the schedule of when matches are happening. And but part of it is, like I said, trying to figure out those schedules. So they may times might slightly adjust here or there if somebody can't make a certain time and we have to move it around. But that's generally where I'm going to try to focus on keeping those times. Anyway, so what do we got here? So, for people that maybe haven't been keeping up with the channel, we have 4 Tanares Adventures heroes, part of this special tournament mod that we're doing. So, the competitors that are competing get the opportunity to do some play testing here with these brand new heroes. We got Ravel, Magenta, Lordrath, and Liz. So it's really interesting to see what's going to happen. Magenta for here has got this ability to be able to use the flask deck, which is awesome. We got Ravel, who's got a bunch of these kind of risk reward type situation and some crazy permanent abilities. Lord Roth's got some pretty crazy movement type of abilities for kind of a tank and kind of damage prevention. And then Liz has some other similar type movement related abilities where she can prevent somebody from making a movement, but then it could also do applying weakness, and then also petrifying or Medusa's head being able to give that attack, petrifying gaze, to another hero, can pick it up is a pretty interesting, cool ability. It'll be cool to see how they play out and how our players actually end up using these characters. You'll notice that they are dual class characters, so you'll see here Liz, for example, is a brute slash controller, tank slash controller, healer slash tactician, and brute tactician. So if a player picks one of those characters, they say Ravel, for example, they won't be able to pick another brute and a tactician to be part of their team because Ravel is fulfilling both of those roles. So they would have to pick somebody from a different class. So, anyway, there is quite a bit to go through there, and we may spend some more time kind of playing with that tonight. But let's kind of go over the rules for tournament people, especially that may watch this later. I'll be posting this and pinning it to the tournament chat. But basically, and let me preface this with a lot of these rules and some of this information is already in the tournament rulebook. But what we're doing specifically is I wrote out this to kind of condense some of the main points But there is even more rules in there that maybe you might want to be aware of, but these are kind of the main components. And then there's a few little changes and additions that I made based on some of the stuff that we had seen before. So anyway, check that out. It'll be pinned to the PvP Season 2 tournament Discord channel. And yeah, anyway, so that will be coming up, and we're pretty much going to start by going over that. All right, so one of the things that I don't actually have on the list, but I wanted to talk about, and I hope tournament people here listen, is about scheduling. We need to make sure to try to schedule at least a week out if possible. I know sometimes it's difficult because you're kind of waiting for the last match to end before you can do that, but about a week would be good to figure out where we are for the next week, or if we need to move into the week after that. We're going to have, I think it's about 22 games to play total, so that means we need to be doing at least, I think it's like 2 or 3 matches a week, basically, to meet the timeline that I kind of set out. So the whole plan is this to end about end of or beginning of February time, and that is in relation to the rewards, which is one of them is being included in the Tanares Adventures rulebook, and so they need to have the name of whoever the PvP champions are for the first 2 seasons by that period of time. The other thing is that the winners will receive, and this, of course, Taishin was the first winner, so whoever wins this tournament will also receive a miniature that is painted from Dragori of whatever character that they wanted to kind of commemorate the tournament. So, anyway, we are going to jump into what's next. So, match etiquette. Generally, this is kind of, good policy of, arrive at least 5 to 15 minutes early for setup and logging in, so that way we can kind of get going right when the time is supposed to be ready to go. The other thing, and this is even in the tournament rulebook, if you cannot meet your match, then you should let the judge or your competitor know that you're not going to be able to meet your time as soon as you can. If you don't end up telling anybody and we start 15 minutes after the start period and there's no notification that you're not going to arrive, we will just end up, it'll be a forfeit and the other player will win that match. So definitely make sure to show up. All right, basics of the PvP tournament. Of course, we'll be playing with 4 heroes on a team, with no heroes that are sharing the same class. So there are very standard PvP rules. You will have 90 minutes to select heroes, place heroes, and play the game. If you run out of time, the winner will be the team with the most total health. Otherwise, the winner would be the person who, has completely defeated all of the enemy heroes. And note in regard to the time, players cannot try to run out the clock. If the judge decides players are not trying to make attacks towards each other, there will be a warning. If it continues, the winner will be the team with the lower total health. The idea behind that is the person with more health has a reason to essentially try to avoid attacks and extend the game as much as they can so they can win. So really it's going to be switched around the other way. The person with more health needs to try to engage, otherwise they will lose. Obviously this is, with reason both players need to be participating. All right, next main component is last season we did a Swiss tournament style where we had a point system. And so all the players played 3 rounds, and then based on the points that people earned from their matches, We did a finals after that and then did those. But this time we have more people. We have 12 competitors this time instead of 8. So that's great having more people in here. But that does mean we need to change the tournament. So the structure is a double elimination. Double elimination essentially means that you will play a minimum of 2 games. If you lose both of those games, you are out of the tournament. Otherwise, you continue playing on. Generally, they're how most double elimination type or these type of tournaments work is you have like a winner and loser bracket. But I mean, I think the naming's kind of stupid or whatever. It's not really winner or loser. It's just right. You just trying to make it to the end. But anyway, point is, you don't lose 2, so it'll be a minimum of 2 games. The maximum amount of games somebody can play, and this of course is including finals, will be 7 games. So somewhere in there, some people will be playing 2 games, and some people will be playing, or at least I think one person will be playing 7 games. Okay. Next is so I guess we'll just kind of start off with how the whole process will work. So the first thing is roles. So people will sit at one of these spots here. Me and Code are sitting at currently. Code is sitting in the other player and position, and then this middle spot will be reserved for the judge. The point of this is that way everyone is looking in the same direction. So if there's any kind of like, hey, I'm moving, to left or whatever, some kind of, something where it's direction oriented, it'll be make a lot more sense because everyone's looking the same way. And then of course you will play whatever color that you are in front of, whether it's red or blue. All right, and then how we start is we take our dice. You can either manually load it into the cannon like so and press the fire button, which is here near the base, or you can select it, press the load button, and then press fire, and then it will roll your roll. And so did I get a 5 twice?
I think you did.
Oh my god. All right, well, hopefully that improves. Let's try it one more time. Better not get a 5. Okay, thank God.
They're not loaded.
Yeah. All right, so I got an 8. So Code would then roll his dice. So the reason we're using the dice here is because, or the dice cannon specifically, is because there's a lot of people that may or may not have a lot of experience with playing Tabletop Simulator, know how to use the dice appropriately. So I've seen people that just kind of like go like that, drop it, and then some people that kind of like hold it and they try shaking it and they can't get it to work. Anyway, it's just a lot easier to have people all use the same method, so everyone will be using the cannon to do any dice rolls. So the first thing we start off with is the roll to see who goes first. Code did get, I think, like a 15 or something. So he would go first. Since he is the first person, he gets to choose either the first hero, or he can let me pick the first hero. The main reason of doing that would be to kind of be able to do more counter picking instead of just picking whatever you want first. So Code will pick a character, and so for the first round, we won't include hero selection in the time, but after we go through like the first round for everyone, then we will play with the clock. So the clock here is our time, which is that 90 minutes. So it will normally include the full 90-minute time for hero selection, so you will want to be quick about what you're doing. But so you're going to want to have at least an idea of what you want to do when you get started, and then we alternate pick like we just did here, and we'll just kind of keep picking as we go along. I just kind of realized something as I was selecting um, getting the token here. So how are we supposed to track these heroes, the dual class heroes? Because unless they have some kind of individual marker, how will you know that it's, I mean, I guess you could just use like a brute one or a tactician or something like that to kind of cover it for one of the classes, but
Yes, you would probably just use one of the two colors because you'll never have two of the same.
yeah. So we're just gonna pick our four heroes, which will normally happen. Um, there's no bans. I've already removed the one hero that is technically banned from the tournament, and that's the Faceless Emperor. And other than that, you are allowed to pick whoever else you want to play with. And make sure to get all your items. Usually, I think during the tournament, when I did this before, I just kind of braked just to allow people to like do the setup of where they want to place their cards and stuff like that too. So we'll allow that as well. In the previous tournament, we did heroic action cards next, but technically that wasn't with the rules, so we're gonna change it for this one. We're gonna go closer to the rule book. So this time we're gonna do rolling for hero placement. So code, you get to go roll first, and no, the 20 inside the cannon doesn't count. What'd you
Oh,
get?
9.
All right. I'll fire off one here. 6. All right, you're off to a good start there, Code.
We.
So, same thing. We'll probably kind of allow some wiggle room here on who is going to go first. Key thing to note: these blue spots here are the breakpoints. So since Code 1, he also gets to choose if he wants to place first or if he and which side of the map. So since he went here, he's deciding to go first. Where did I put my guy? Oh, I thought I put him down. Um, and then we will alternate back and forth, picking where we want to go. Placing our heroes, and then after we finish that up, we will move on to the next part. Oh, I just remembered some other part to include. Right, I'm writing it down here so that way I make sure. Um, so I'll say it here since I'm thinking of it now. So of course we're playing with all the rule set of Arena the Contest and Arena the Contest 1.5 rule book. So that means things like, for example, let's say my character Lord Wrath here is trying to go through the portal, and Renkier is standing right here. If I go through the portal, I incite a reaction attack from Renkier before I go through. I think, was that your spot right there? I'm
Yeah.
already moving around. So that's one thing. Another thing is altars. If you're on an altar and you make a primary attack and the attack is a hit, you will take 3 non-lethal damage. So that is a new rule that I forget now if we included in the last tournament. If we did it partway through. Another important one, and this is actually a Tanares Adventures rule change. And this one, I'm really curious to see how the dynamic plays up. Focus is changing. Focus previously has always been a character, for example, Neri here can choose to give up her movement to make her target exposed. So let's see, one, two, three, one, two, three. So technically, she's already in a good spot by the normal rules of being able to be focused because you can't have allies or enemies within 3 squares. Well, let's say Lord Roth is here now. Now, Neri can still be focused. So allies do not count against you now. You can be focused as long as you don't have enemies within 3 squares of you. But you still have to follow all the other, rules that we had before. But that's going to be a huge benefit for range characters, and I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to play out in PvP as we go. Mobbed is still the same as it was before. All right, let's get back on track. So we did hero selection. Next up would be heroic action selection. So you can go search the deck here, like you see on my screen here, and then I believe I can just pull it directly to my hand, and Code should not be able to see the cards that I am pulling. Actually, I don't know if I set teams, but anyway, let's not worry about that. So then he will pull 2 cards to his hand. And then once that is complete, I usually allow a little extra time for the heroic action because you can't quite plan that as easily as some of the other items. But then, assuming you have picked your cards, then we would begin. You will always start. Oh yeah, I guess we need to put them in this. So you put. I guess I should have mentioned for people that probably haven't played PvP that much. So you place your characters in the order that they were placed on the board. So for example, I believe I put Lord Wrath for my first character, Ravel for the second, Neri for the third, and then Taram was the fourth character, so that will be my order of characters. And in PvP, we start from the top, and then we go down, and then it'll rotate back to the top again as we're alternating back and forth. So we're going to place our health markers here on the board. I don't know if Code remembered that or not. He's like, yeah,
Stop that.
that's right.
We have health?
Health, you say? And usually, like I said, as I allow people this, would allow people extra time here to set up their cards, so that way you're not like, because then it's not really as much about the skill aspect, it's more about just being good with Tabletop Simulator, and that's not really the point. But having an idea of what heroes you're going to do, definitely important. Another key thing too, and I don't know, Code may have already looked at this or not. I don't think he has because we just kind of threw this whole thing together right now. Was Magenta here? She has an ability to choose 10 flasks. You'll notice it says choose. It doesn't say like random 10 flasks. So we are going to play by the card, which means if you do choose Magenta as your hero, um, or you're planning to choose Magenta as your hero, you should plan what 10 cards flask you're going to use because we don't really want to spend a lot of time of somebody trying to figure out what 10 flasks they're going to use because it's just going to eat up a lot of that time. And I don't want to place it on the clock. It's not really fair to really either player if we did that, but at the same time, it just takes longer to do, and these games just take too long. And we're trying to keep it as simple and short as possible, so that way it's fun for the players, it's fun for people watching, and it's manageable to actually watch. Because something that's like an hour and a half is, it's a decent chunk of time, right? But it's not something crazy like watching. We have, of course, if you've watched my channel before, I think we have had a couple PvP matches that went like 3 hours or something, or 3.5 hours. I think the Winter Bash from last year was almost 4 hours, but that was also because we had 8 players. You remember that one, Code?
Yeah, I remember that one. It was pretty
Mm.
long.
My God, that one was just absolutely insane. It was fun. It was just like, there's a lot of discussion about, what everyone was doing and everything, and then just, oh, took forever. All right, I am almost done here. I almost got distracted here. Finished placing my cards. Okay, so you place your special token on the character that is whose active turn it is. That is important. Also, a thing to note is once you are done doing your attack and your movement, you will then move the token to the next hero. That will indicate that you are done with your turn. So you can ask your opponent, of course, if they'd like to, if they are done or if there's something else. But generally, just moving it to the next thing should be a good sign to you that they are complete. Um, Okay, so is it Code? Are you ready?
I'm
Was
ready.
you falling asleep over there?
No, 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 no.
You good?
Just checking some stuff.
All right, so we'll put Code's thing there. Since he placed first, he will be starting first. So Jirana will be beginning, and we're not going to play through a whole PvP match because I want this video to be condensed, but still have a lot of information. So we'll probably just play through maybe like a round or two of all the heroes and kind of see how it goes. But we'll be going over the rules as we go. So anyway, Code will be starting it off with Jirana, and the first thing he will be doing is declaring his attack. So whatever he wants to do, if he needs to move or whatever, he can do that. But he needs to declare what attack he's doing. That is important because the next very most important thing is allowing time for an interrupt. So you'll notice that I did pick a character that has an interrupt ability. And yeah, I'm the only one with an inter. Oh wait, no. Magenta has that new friendly interrupt ability, which
Mm-hmm.
which actually, now that I think about it, doesn't really. I mean, you don't need to inform me. Well, I guess you do. It's really still the same, I guess. So he
Yeah.
declares his attack of what he is going to do when he's ready.
Okay. So 2, 4, 5.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Just going to do Dance of Steel.
All right, go ahead. All right, so then the next thing he's going to do, he's allowed me time to try to interrupt, which I'm not going to do. Then the attacker player declares their target, of course, which is Neri. If it's a multi-strike ability, then he would need to declare who he is attacking in each part of it, so going one by one, and rolling for each character as he's going. Then, of course, he will roll the die to do that. So you got a 3.
Yep.
All right, so that is a miss, I believe, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Neri takes 5 residual damage. You have moved, and then the only last thing, right, is to move that special token indicating you are finished. Now it is Lord Rath's turn. All right. Um, This is interesting with a new character. He's got a lot of movement type of abilities. Um, kind of curious to see how some of these are gonna play out. All right, I am going to do. Uh, I'm going to be focused, and I'm going to use Mind Trap on Ellerine.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, if I can get it in the cannon. Fire off, so she is exposed. And a 1! Awesome. So
Oh,
I'm
man.
really doing well today.
Doing good.
Yeah. So that would be 5 residual damage to Ellerine here. Me doing the damage. That is another. I already moved it for you. The important part is if you're doing damage or you're healing, you should be the person to move it. And when I say that code, I mean me, because I'm the person doing the attack. Otherwise, the other players just to try to verify that information as well. But say like, oh well, how much damage is? Oh, okay, it's 5. All right. And I can't move, so that will be the end of my turn.
Alright, so then it turns to Rankier's turn.
Yep, now it is Rinkier's turn. So as you're moving on there, so the judge or the player making attacks should move the hit damage or healing. The player making the attack is responsible for verifying damage or healing.
So I'm going to do Steering Vengeance
Okay, on
on
Ravel.
Ravel.
Awesome. Yours
I'm
is
going to
over here.
steal
Mine,
my dice.
yeah. Moved all the way over here. All right, let's see what he got. And he did get a hit.
So that's 11 damage.
Awesome. So 11 damage to Ravel. And like I said earlier, since you're the one doing the damage, you would be placing that. The other thing that Code is currently doing, which is another point that I was going to bring up, is the judge. Oh wait, sorry. The player must apply the attack card to track effects or conditions to the appropriate hero. Otherwise, the effect will not count. This does not apply to damage effects, of course, because basically you're just, if you, let's say for example, you had Juliet on your team here and you had Icy Wind where the effect is if both rolls hit, the target takes +3 damage. We don't need to place a card to know that it's more damage. We just know that it's more damage and we'll just do that. The enemy player will get to decide if a missed attack card effect applies or not if the correction is noticed. So say Code here forgot to place Searing Vengeance on my character, which is currently making me cursed. Then I could essentially say, well, I mean, you missed it this one, so we'll probably just, we'll either allow it this one and not do it for the next one, or whatever it is you want to do. But otherwise, if it's completely forgotten about and it comes back to the turn and Ravel, for example, it's her turn next. If she didn't have the card, then she would have to. She wouldn't know that she was cursed. So it is important to have that tracking effect. All right, so I will do. Let's do. All right, I'm going to use Blades of Insanity. I'm going to move 2 spaces in a single direction, which is my benefit move. And then I'm going to do my attack here on Lord Raw or on Rinkier. 17, that is a hit. Oh, but I am cursed, so I do need to roll again. And 12 is still a hit. So I will take that. So that is 16 damage, and then you are exposed. I got
Yep.
those mixed there.
You take 4 from Circle Retribution.
Correct. Yep. So yeah, move me. Yeah, thanks. Move me down 4, and you're at 65 still, right?
Yep.
All right. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that's it. I don't get to trigger tactics, unfortunately. And that's it for my turn.
So, time to start the specials.
Here we go.
Alchemy box. Targeting.
Alchemy box, go!
Attacking Raviel.
All right, attacking Ravel there.
So, I get to make a benefit of flasks here. So, I'm gonna just quickly.
Oh, how'd you do that? That looks fancy.
That was fancy. I don't know how I did that.
I don't know how I did it, but it was pretty cool.
You want to see some more magic tricks?
Here's what I got up my sleeve next. All right, the player with the active hero must have their special token on or near the hero. That's to indicate which character it is. If your token ends up kind of like floating out here like this or something, then it's kind of hard to tell whose turn it actually is. So it is important that you have your token on or nearby the hero. You could put it here, for example. That would be fine because obviously that's still indicating who it is. Um, Whenever you do a special attack, which Code just did, you'll notice that the first thing that he did is he's declaring his attack, which is Alchemy Box. The next thing he does is he flips his token. That is important because, say I want to do an interrupt, which I can't do an interrupt on this specific ability. Actually, wait a second. Oh, it's a benefit. So it doesn't matter. Benefits you always get, regardless of interrupting or not. I could interrupt the damage, but I can't interrupt the effect of it. But and
Well, it, its benefit says it can't be negated, but
This attack cannot be removed, negated, or used by enemies. Oh yeah, you're right. It does say that.
breaking interrupts.
That's pretty cool.
So I made my little deck after some time. I don't know what's in it, but I made it.
Cool.
And
This is what you call a deck, huh?
yeah, that's what I call a deck. Some reason I load your dice. I don't know why.
It's okay. 2.
I don't like your dice.
That's a miss.
That is a miss.
So I believe that should be 15 residual damage. I don't think these characters have any kind of crazy thing here. Yeah, just
Yep.
15 residual damage to Ravel. So she would be at 35, I believe.
Yep. I'm just gonna move her back to, and that's my turn.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Um, so Neri is next. She's gonna have to do. Well, I guess she doesn't have to. So I will flip my token, and I am going to use Perfect Hunt. So I get to make a benefit move of 4 squares before declaring my first target. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will be doing that on Ellerine, and Rankir will be my targets. My first target will be Ellerine, of course, because she is further away. 12, that's a hit. So she will take, let's see, 21 damage. This is her right here, right? Yep. 21. And then the next attack here will be against Renkier. 15. That's a hit. That'll be 17 damage. Alright, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And the first target hit is slowed. So that will go on Ellerine there. And yep, now I'm going to move it here to. I guess I can move further now that I think about it, because I just used my benefit move to move. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll go there. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay. Some things that to mention is for the beginning players is remember to read your passives. Totally forgot tactics last turn.
Oh, yep, that's right.
And circle of protection. To
Uh, did you wait? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you did. Oh, but you missed tactics. Remember, you missed alchemy
right.
box. So that one wouldn't have played. But you're right about this one here, Jorana. That would apply. Although the only I both hits were still pretty good hits, but I would take that 4 damage. So this is another one of these things where technically it would be past it, which is kind of up to the competitors to do, but I'd say, personally, I'll just say I'll apply it. So she takes that 5 damage.
Or
Oh, 4 damage. My bad. And now it will be Ellerine's turn. So all questions about rules will be referred to the judge, or if a ruling is specifically needed, if the character, if people can't decide on what's the appropriate action to take, then the judge will make that, which most of the time will probably be me, but Max will be kind of helping out some, so it's possible that you may have Max as the other judge, as there is 22 games, so there is quite a few to do, and it's a time-consuming process, obviously.
so I'm gonna do puppet dance on Lord
Lord Wrath?
Wrath. Lord Wrath.
Yeah.
And so I take 3 damage because she's on a altar, so she's plus.
Alright. Well, you do it after. I rechecked the rules on that. It specifically says in the rule book about altars. Um, where is it? I wrote these down, and for some reason the formatting got all screwed up. So altars, if your primary attack hits, take 3 non-lethal damage. So you only take the damage if your attack hits.
Gotcha.
I think we had played it before that you take the damage no matter what. But so you're blessed, so you get to roll again because that would be a miss, and the second one is a miss. So on the bright
Unbelievable.
on the bright side, you don't take that 3 damage from the altar.
True.
So that's the positive there. All right, Tarim would be next here. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am going to do Sacred Flame, and I will attack Renkir. Oh man, just gotta select these. Select and throw. Here we go. Oh,
It's a
that
miss.
is a miss. Yep. So we're getting a lot of misses, man.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
This is crazy. So yeah, 2, and then a 2, and then 3 here. 27. And Tarim has finished, and specials back up.
Mm. So this would make it Geron's turn. My spells is back up.
Jirana, Code's
Good old.
favorite character.
um, we're gonna do Dance of Steel again.
You like
On
dancing around, huh?
yeah.
Oh, that is a hit. And how much
That is
damage should be 8.
your dark one. So and that's it.
All right. So, all right. Well, I will try to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I am going to try to do Mind Trap again, and I will be focused. And I will attack Rank here with Mind Trap.
Can you be focused with?
Oh, yep, you're right. My bad. My bad, because he's too close. All right, so it'll just be regular attack then. 18, didn't eat it. All right, so that's going to be 11 damage to Rank here. So he's at 27, so it'll be at 16. And then from Despair, Jirana will take that 4. And she is within 5 squares. And then I get to name an attack. The target can't use this attack if it has another primary attack available to use. If it does not, it is cursed instead. You do have, well, currently you're actually tracking this one, but when it's your turn, you'll be able to use another card. So really, it's both cards. So I'll say that you can't use Dragon Blood for this next turn. So I will put that on you. Put it on top of your card so that way it's easy to remember which card it was. And do I want to move somewhere? Um, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 5. All right, it is. And here's your other card back.
Alright, so Rankier's turn. I'm going to.
All right. So while he's figuring out what to do here, we'll talk about some other rule modifications. So I think there's only, well, actually, I guess technically now that I talked about focus, that is a rule modification because 1.5 doesn't have this rule modification, but Tanares Adventures will. So we're gonna try playing it like Tanares Adventures where you can get that focus like we talked about earlier, as long as it's allies and not enemies. But the other thing is specifically critical hits. So by the rules, it says that you can only have one critical hit per turn. But I mean, just generally, I think this is one that we haven't even really normally played like that, and I personally don't feel like it's really needed because I think it makes it much more exciting just in general for the game if everyone's able to make critical hits more often. They really don't happen that often anyway. So if you can do it, then I think it's great and more fun to see. And as long as it doesn't, we don't run into some crazy hero combinations that makes it super difficult or much more common for you to get critical hits, then we may change it at some point, but currently it doesn't seem to be that way. So we'll do it that you can have multiple critical hits in one turn. All right, go ahead, Code.
Alright, so I'm going to do Searing Vengeance on Ravel.
All right, so doing Syrian Vengeance is one ability that he can do, at least for a primary. That is a hit. And how much damage is that?
11.
All right. Oh, she will be down here at 24. All right. Um, all right. Ravel here is going to do a sidestep this way and do. Do I want to? I feel like it's almost a waste, but yeah. I think I'm gonna just do something else instead. So I'm going to do Eye of the Augur, and I will be doing the attack on Jirana.
Okay.
So that is a special ability there. Fire this off. 16. That is a hit.
But
So
you
that
are cursed.
so cursed only applies to primary attacks.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be 24 damage plus 4 from tactics because I have heroes adjacent. So that'll be 28 damage to Jirana. So where's she at? She's right here. So 20 would take her down to 46. And then 28 more. So 8 more, 6. Down to 40. And then 2 more. So 38. Woo, it's a spicy meatball there, huh?
That's a soft, spicy
It's
meatball.
a spicy meatball. So now I get the permanent whenever an enemy in 5 would apply effects on its allies, it applies on you instead. So I think this is probably a good point to talk about this card because this is a very powerful possible card. And I think we should probably try to talk about how it should be interpreted because I think so. Sunny and XR had been recently talking about how strong this card is, although I get the idea that maybe they were thinking of um, on the ally. Uh, whenever an enemy in 5 would apply effects on its allies, I'm pretty sure that the way that this card is intended is that for, say, for Magenta, who is definitely more than 5 squares away, um, this doesn't apply to her because she's more than 5 squares. Now, say Rankier, he's going to do Life Explosion or something, else, then it would apply to me instead, which I guess for Life Explosion would be just the heal.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Got a little cough right now. Hopefully get better here soon. No, no Ronas for me.
No Ronas.
All right, Magenta. It is Magenta's turn.
Hmm.
Magenta's got some pretty awesome type of abilities, some healing, and then some kind of like controlling type abilities. Very cool character, and I really like the flask, um, tie-in. There's still some randomness because you build that deck of cards, so you would have it shuffled, so you don't know exactly what cards you'll specifically get in your hand. Which you have some cards, right? You should
Yeah,
have some.
you get 2 cards to begin with when you do alchemy box
Where'd you put those cards?
in my hand.
Oh, okay, they're over here. Gotcha.
It's, so, because let's see here.
While he is continuing to look on that, we'll talk about a couple other things. Rule clarification. So in our last tournament, we had some times where, say, Ravel here was moved. I think it was on this bridge. We had one time where it was like someone got moved here, or like a corner here, or something. I think that's what it was. It was like a corner here, and then moved into this one. And I think now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that we did count that as multiple damage. I could be wrong though, but the rules specifically do say that you can only suffer lava damage or spike damage, whichever it is, basically the same thing, once per turn, regardless of the source. So it doesn't matter if it was, a different lava pile or not. You can only suffer 4 lava damage an entire turn. Otherwise, normal things apply. If you cut corners, you walk through the lava for the first time, you'll take damage. If you start in lava, for example, and Ravel's moving, then she would only take lava damage if she came out and then back in, I believe. I don't think you can take additional damage while you're still in the lava, but I don't know. Maybe we should check on that one again. Double check the rules.
Hmm.
Let's see. Take 4 damage when entering a lava tile, voluntarily or forced. If you're already on a square with lava, entering another square with lava has no consequence. Yep, that is correct. So if you can move an enemy in 2 squares as such, enemy is on a lava tile, making it move to an adjacent tile with spike damage causes no damage, but taking it outside the lava tile and then forcing it to enter the tile again. Wait a second. This seems to conflict, doesn't it? Oh, I see. They're not saying that it doesn't conflict. It's saying from the last turn, you're taking more damage again, but it's not really again. It's just you're starting in lava, getting moved out, then coming back. So same thing.
So, for my attack, I'm gonna do Miraculous Potion targeting Raviel.
Okay. Nine. That's a hit.
9. So, that does 7 damage plus effects. Um, First is I can heal rank here because I'm more than 5 away. You will not get it. So he heals 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And then I'm going to discard a flask. And that lets me either do +3 damage to the target or heal 3 to my ally. So I am going to do +3 health. So let me discard a flask.
Discarding your card and
So you get a kind of a discard pile.
going. Nice.
Yep. Bam.
Oh man, giving up healing potion. It's a good one. You just got
It
to be
is good.
close for it.
And that's it.
All right, cool. All right, so it is Neri's turn here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, a little too far. All right, I am going to here. I think that's close enough now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am going to do explosive arrow on Girana. Oh, miss. I did get a benefit too, but that's still not going to be enough, unfortunately. So 5 a residual to Girana. We'll put her down at 33, I believe. And it'll be Taram's turn next. All right, Ellerine. Perfect Hunt. Yeah, should be gone now,
Yeah.
officially. Oh, this is actually another good point to notice here. So whenever you have used a special attack, please flip over the card. This indicates that that special attack has been consumed. That is actually important, so that way your enemy can look at what cards you have available and know, if that special is up or not. So in this case, I'm putting that card back to show that it has been consumed.
So now I'm gonna attempt to do puppet dance again on
You love that puppet dance.
Raviel. Ravel.
Rebel. And you got it. That's 0 damage, but he does get to move the target up to 2 squares, then controlled by you, make his primary attack.
1, 2.
Alright, so
Splash.
she takes 4 damage.
I'm gonna do Aberrant Madness.
Ooh.
So,
Yep. On, I assume you have to do it on Lord Wrath.
yep. So that says move one enemy in 3.
Yep.
So I'm saying that moves Lord Wrath 1.
Yep.
And then gotta roll for the
For the
damage.
attack.
Hit.
That's a hit. That'd be 9 damage.
That target is blessed, but if none of its targets either would have been better to leave him where he was, but
If none of the target's allies are in one of it, make a basic attack with it with reach 2 against it. So now you get to do a basic attack, right?
No, I think he would have to stay over here
Why is that?
because in this situation, if none of the target's allies are within one of it, technically Ravel is your ally. No, it's not. Never mind. In this situation, it's
Yeah,
the
in
opposite.
this situation, yeah, Ravel is controlled by you, so she's your ally, so it's still the same situation.
So I can make a base attack on Tarum because it's got reach 2 now.
um, if none of the allies make a basic attack. So the way that I read this, by the way, is that Ravel now gets to make a basic attack against Lord Wrath.
Oh, okay.
That's the way I read that, because the target was Lord Wrath, and so he doesn't have any. But then it says make a
Yeah.
basic attack with 2 against it. So basically, it's saying that you could have moved Lord Wrath like here, for example, and normally her basic attack is range 1, but
Right.
now this allows you to do range 2 instead, or up to
Right.
range 2. And that's a miss.
Nice.
Good job. And that's no residual on that one.
All right.
Cool. I
Let Lord
will.
Rat to take the 9 damage off Lord Wrath.
Um, he's up here. He already took the 9 damage.
Okay.
Yep. But so since you did hit him with Aberrant Madness, oh, you did place it. Okay, good. Yeah, I was gonna say he should be blessed on his turn. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays with Ellarine's abilities because of it
Right.
mixing things up. All right, so it is Taram's turn. I will sidestep this way, and I will make a special attack. I'll be doing Divine Grace, and the ally will be Ravel, and dropping it behind the cannon. Awesome, awesome. Here we go. 16.
16.
That is a hit. So the target regains 25. So 20 would put her at 33. Four. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 37. And then choose an ally within range. It regains. So yeah, gain this permanent ability, which will be. How about wait, I don't think Neri's even close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, too far. So it'll be. I guess I could do Ravel. Yeah, let's give it to Ravel. So Divine Grace, she will gain that. And then Happy Day. Oh, and then Hope. Lord Wrath will gain that 4. Put back to 60. All right. So a couple rules in. All right. So we talked about all the rule clarification, as I believe, lava spikes, um, altars, portals. I think that's most of the rules that we were gonna talk about. I don't know if there's any other big points. I mean, we're basically just kind of keep going till You either run out of time, which I didn't do on the time on this one because I didn't think we were really going to play a whole match, but we'll just keep kind of playing for fun here.
Piranha's gonna just move here and
Get it, huh?
do the famous
Oh, yeah.
lightning reflexes.
Oh, Dougie.
And here comes the biggest miss ever.
You got it. Firing one off with those right lightning reflexes and a big miss! Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Never fails.
Never fails. Code. You're so consistent. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh man. So Code didn't actually pull out his cards, but if he was normally playing, I'm sure he'd have his cards out, and then he would show that that one's consumed. He's already done his move action, so he should be done here anyway. All right, let's see.
Forgot. Circle of protection last time, but it's okay. On Tamram.
Yep. Uh, um. Let's see. Dark manipulation. Well, I guess I could do dark manipulation. I have to move up one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'd still be within there. Um, I will go with moving one here, and then I'll do dark manipulation on Girona, and I am blessed for that. Thank you, Ravel. 12. Roll for the second one. Maybe we get lucky. Nada.
Not
All right, so that's a hit though. So that'll be 10 damage to Girona. She is right here, 33, so she's down to 23. And then rank here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he is. So he's within 5 from Lord Roth, so he takes 4 damage from Despair. And Ravel's turn will be next, so this will go back to her anyway. Alright, you
oh.
forgot to move your token.
Yeah. Rank
Alright,
here.
rank here.
Stick to.
Oh, I forgot to do the effect of it. Wow, I
Oops.
can't believe that was the most important part.
Say the effect.
Yeah, move two, was it move two? Yeah, move two combatants in 5. So go back to where you were with Rankier. So Girana 1, 2,
Forget I was here.
and then rank here 1, 2. I don't know if that really changes anything. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I went this way, 1, 2, would that even change it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you still have the same movement. That doesn't change anything. Doing a good job of staying out of that lava.
So I'm gonna do Dragon Blood
Oh yeah.
on Ravel.
All right, Getting those blessed rolls. I did not see. Where is my chat window?
First roll was a miss.
I don't know if really too many people are watching today anyway, but
Second roll was a hit.
awesome. You do the damage while I'm logging into this thing here. Oh my god, I hate the. Don't you hate those things where it's like, oh, you have to identify the object. That's the only way to log in.
Identify the object.
Identify the object. It's like, it's like, why? Why do I have to do so much work? I work all week. What do you do? Oh my god. Apparently I'm failing at the object recognition because it's doing even more examples. So it's like you are pretty horrible at noticing objects, so we're going to keep testing you just to verify for sure that you're a real person.
Verify you're a real person.
All right. I am verified. Okay, so where are you at? You did the damage already?
Yes.
All right. Who'd you hit again?
Ravel.
Okay, cool.
And let's see. And now I'm immune to new effects from enemies.
Cool, cool.
I think this goes back to
All right, I will um, do something here. All right, so I am going to do, I'm going to move this way here first, and then I will do Blades of Insanity again. So I'll do a move 2, or benefit move 2.
you.
And now I will attack Jirana, who is exposed because of mob.
Yes.
Better chance to possibly hit. That is a hit there. Also, Divine Grace, I declared my attack, so I will gain 4 hit points there. So put me back to 30. So I get 16 damage plus 4 from tactics. So that'll be a whopping 20 damage to Jirana. And she is exposed. Yikes. That's
Aren't
such a
you?
strong hit.
You're exposed. It
Oh,
says
you're
you're.
right, you're right. Oh, my bad. You're right. I'm exposed. I always forget it's the risk reward of it. Let's see. So Minotaur, he has similar to this, where he can do 16 damage, but he has a drawback of 3 damage. But he does get a massive bonus to his critical hit if you can do it,
Right.
which is pretty hard to do. So taking 3 damage is quite a bit, right? I mean, it's a trade-off here versus Ravel. She's only getting exposed, so she could potentially take more damage, but it's going to have to be like another turn. And in total, she's just taking 16. She's doing 16 damage, so it's incredibly powerful. Oh, actually, 20 if you
20.
count tactics, which is of course the same if the Minotaur was in the right spot. All
Hmm.
right, so it is Magenta's
Just
turn.
one, two, three, four. I'm going to hit Ravel. Please try to with miraculous potion,
He's going for
and I will be. Yep, that's it.
it. That's a
19.
hit.
So that is
So it's
7 damage.
7 damage, and then you can either discard a flask to do more damage, or you can discard a flask to do more healing. What are you gonna do?
Discard to do more healing. So I'm gonna heal Durana 9.
All right. So then I will take 7 damage here.
Then let's see. And then take from our tactics takes 4 more damage.
Yep, that's right. 19.
That's it.
Beautiful. Hmm. All right. I am going to do. I wanted to double check one thing in the rules here because I always felt like this was really powerful. So I'm really curious to see how focus is gonna um, impact things here. Focus. Targets your ranged attacks are considered exposed. If you start your turn with no combatants within 3 squares, you forfeit your time. Yep. So it is all of your targets, which is God. That's so powerful. All right. So I am going to be 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be focused, and I'm going to do rapid fire. And I am going to start off by attacking 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to start off by attacking magenta with my 3 attacks that I get to do, and it fell out of the cannon. So we'll try that again. Magenta here. First target, 15. That is a hit. So that will be 17 damage to magenta. I think this is you, right? Or is that me?
That's me.
Yeah. All right. So 20, 19, 18, 17. So that's, by the way, that's including accuracy for people that maybe don't know that. Next target will be Jirana. Going for the kill on Jirana here, and that's a miss. She lives another day. And next up is Rankier. And another miss. Wow. You
That was
got
big.
lucky. You got lucky. Wait a second. What was the first roll? Uh,
Their first roll is
so
on magenta.
yeah. So I'm trying to look back here because it's hard to tell with the stupid little like thing that jumps up here. Um, so it was a 2 on the last one, right?
Yeah, and a 3, I think, on the one before that.
Okay. So I don't think that changes anything because I think you still have too much defense because both you were exposed on both of those.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think that that changes anything. So same thing. All right. Go ahead, Ellerine.
Hmm. Let's see.
I think these new heroes are going to be very popular.
I think they are.
But it'd be interesting to see if people utilize them a lot or if it'll just be just a little bit. I think maybe some of the new players might be a little more intimidated potentially, but I think maybe some of the people that play a little bit more might be more opt to playing with the new characters.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, Ellerine, I think, is going to do Puppet Dance on Lord of Roth.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. You are in there. That is a hit.
Super.
And that's how much. That doesn't do any damage. He just gets the control.
No. Yeah. I mean, I could roll again and see if I get a 20, but which I think I'll do just in case.
Yeah, you are blessed there. Oh, did you see it? You had it for a
Yeah.
second.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I do take the 3 damage for it,
Yep.
and then I'm going to do. Well, I get to move it.
Yeah. If you want to, yeah.
Take a bath.
All right. So he'll take 4 damage there.
Then do. I'm gonna try to do Mind Trap on. Let's do it on Revel.
Okay.
7.
7. That's a hit. I, yep, because she's exposed too. So just trying to see if there was something else.
So that does 11 damage. Puts her down to 8. Um, I'm gonna say she can't use Blades of Insanity.
Okay.
And I get this. I think I get Despair.
Yep. No, 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 no. You don't get passives on copy attacks
Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. Okay.
because it has to be on your turn, and it's technically Ellarine's turn.
Even though it's controlled by me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Man. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Okay. We'll do Sacred Flame on on Rankier.
Sure.
Oh man, really? A lot of misses.
Yeah. So rank here will take
5
5.
residual. And do I want to move somewhere? Somewhere over the rainbow. I'll move there.
Rana is going to do Dance of Steel on Revel. Then I'm going to interrupt and use my Flash Heal. So it gets
Oh,
+3 to its first attack roll.
interesting. So I'm kind of curious now how this interplay was gonna work, because I was planning to interrupt your ability,
Mm-hmm.
then you interrupted, but it doesn't actually prevent anything, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I can still interrupt as well. So we're double interrupting.
So I don't know how that works because who gets
Well,
at some point
but
you should have
huh?
you would think at some point like I declare an attack.
Yeah.
Some point it opens up for someone to interrupt.
Yeah. I think we'll have to get clarification on this one because it is
Right.
kind of confusing. Because if mine goes first, then obviously I can negate the whole flash heal aspect except for the healing part because it just says negate the attack. So I could stop the attack damage for Dance of Steel,
Right.
um, but uh, not the healing, I believe.
Unless you choose to interrupt the interrupt.
Um, well, it says making an attack because you're not actually attacking.
Okay, I guess.
So I could only interrupt I'm sorry, Dance of Steel. So, uh, assuming I can do that, I'm the dark colored here, right? So 27. And then roll here to negate Dance of Steel.
Ooh.
4. That's a miss. Um, but Miracle is the target. Takes 15 residual damage. So you go down to 1.
Now I get the roll for Dance of Steel.
And now, well,
Or
you get a roll for, yeah, you do yours now.
so I do Flash Heal
Yeah,
first.
Flash Heal, Flash Heal. To see if you increase the chance to attack and get the heal. Oh, you failed too. Oh, perfect. But that's a heal 15. So now you're at
Uh,
60.
yeah. Then I still get to do my normal
And
attack.
now you get to do your attack. The
Yay!
insanity of it all.
Oh,
7. That is a hit. And that kills Ravel.
yep.
Nice. Yeah, there's no backside.
Oh man. Oh yeah, there's no backside yet. Oh
Yeah,
well.
we don't have these characters. We didn't have like the back sheet for them like we do like the regular characters, so it's just double sided.
Oh, I was sitting there like, what?
Yeah, you just have to just pull the character onto the sheet, and that'll be
Yep.
that.
Alright.
Um, okay, and then you're done, right? Or is there
Yep.
something else you're doing? Okay.
Uh, let's see. I can still move. 1, 2, 3. All right, now I'm done.
Okay. Move here out of the lava. And I am going to do um, dark manipulation. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
attack rank here.
Sure. Move my dice out of the way.
Oh my god. Wow.
Wow, 4 misses.
Yeah, that's a lot of missing.
So that's 5 damage.
Yeah. I was hoping that would be actually a good point because then it's like I would hit him with the 10 damage and then throw him into the lava, which would kill
Yeah.
him, and then throw magenta in there too, take a little damage, and that'd be a good point. But unfortunately, missed it
Missed it by that much.
by that much.
Alrighty. Is now Rankier's turn. Hmm. 1, 2, 3. Going to do Searing Vengeance
Ooh,
on here.
searing.
Feeling bold. 7.
7, that's a hit.
So that's 11 damage to Neri. Down to 35.
Yep.
She is cursed.
Ouchies.
And that's it.
That's a good one. All
I
right.
almost missed that one.
So I am going to do with Neri. I'm going to do first heroic action, heroic ambush, and I am going to ambush Jirana, which will kill Jirana. Well, I guess it doesn't matter too much, but there you go. Whammo. And then she'd be able to move. Um, that's probably good.
That's it.
Yep, all done.
Mm.
Looking at those fun abilities there. It's kind of interesting how she has the one melee ability, so she's kind of got a little bit closer if you want to get some more cards.
Right.
Because you're out of cards, right? Or,
Yeah, I
yeah,
have no cards.
yeah. So you'd have to use Arcane Justice to get another card to be able to use Miraculous Potion's second effect,
Mm.
which isn't, I guess, horrible.
But why do that when I could just do a heroic action? Heroic revival.
Boom.
So, yep. Bring back good old Jirana.
Jirana! And dunk her right in the lava.
That's what you get for dying on me. Get dunked in the lava.
Oh man.
Um, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Alright. It is Taram's turn. One, two, three. Alright, guess I will do Sacred Flame on Jirana and be focused. I need to get a 5. No! Wow!
Wow.
How many misses is that now? One. I missed with Neri, right?
5.
Oh, wait, no, no. She did heroic action, so I didn't have to.
Right.
Is that 5?
That's 5 in a row.
Wow. Wow. And that's um, even with exposed there.
Yeah.
Dang. Good thing I'm not playing in the tournament. My God. So Geronimo would take the 5 residual there, which would put her at 17.
Mm. Alrighty. Ellering's turn.
So, just talking about the discussion that XR and them had, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the reason they might have thought that she was so powerful was I think they played it the other way around, that it was like the target of the effect wouldn't get it
Right.
applied. Because it doesn't seem like, unless you're playing like a very melee focused team, it doesn't really seem like it'd be that hard just to stand more than 5, squares away. Like, I mean, that's what you've done the entire time with your 2 characters.
Right. Let's just stay away.
and
Just
then your
not.
other guys, they don't have a lot of abilities that, apply to another ally anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of a counter pick type thing. If you have characters that don't do a lot of abilities, it doesn't come into play too much.
Yeah.
So, but you could also think of it the other way. If they do have characters that do a lot of effects, it's a good character to pick.
Yeah.
But gonna do um puppet dance for the 600th time.
Puppet dance.
Lord Roth, and he's exposed because
Oh
he's mobbed.
no. Well, actually, you can only get, let's see, 3. So it wouldn't matter anyway. But what I was going to add is you can only gain the exposed condition for mob if you're one of the mobbers.
Okay.
So it'd have to be Magenta or Girana
Yeah.
making the attack.
But I am
But you
blessed.
could be focused. So
Mm.
assuming you were focused, same thing, or you're also on the spot, so you could be blessed and just roll again, which is better. 13.
That
See, you're
hits.
hitting. I
Took
guess
2 tries.
as long as you stand on blessed.
Yeah. So I take 3.
Yep. 28.
He's gonna take a bath.
No, no.
He go on
1,
there.
2, 3, 4.
Then I'm gonna do mind trap, targeting Tamram.
9. That's a hit.
And he's not able to do Sacred Flame.
Alright, so he takes
11.
11. I don't think it matters anyway. I'm missing every single one of my turns. I'm just gonna end up missing it and just keep on rolling. All right, so it is Lord Ross' turn here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. um, So I'd have to move out and away anyway, so I'm just going to take the reaction attack.
Okay.
Roll it. And a miss. Alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I am going to do Shadow Grasp on Ellerine.
Okay.
And try to get this in here. And hopefully I can actually hit. We'll see, though. 6. I think that's another miss. Oh, no, no. It's a hit. Whew. Finally.
Just enough.
Just enough. So that's actually 0 damage on the hit, but I will get 4 damage from Despair, and I'll plop that on Jirana here. So she's at 13, I believe. And then I get to pull the target 7, and for each square she was moved, transfer 2 hit points from it to you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is all 7 squares, and she walked through lava. So in total, she will be transferring 14 hit points plus 4 more, so it'll be 18 damage to Ellerine, and then I will gain 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nice. That's a fun ability.
That is a fun ability.
And there doesn't appear to be a backside to this card either.
Yeah, it's sort of
um,
weird.
hmm. Maybe we'll see if we can try to get some kind of picture. Like, maybe have him just take a screenshot over the top of the character and stretch it and put it on the back of the cards or something, because it is going to be kind of more important to at least have the special cards be flipped, so that way you know if it's used or not. That'll be an improvement there we'll make. All right, Joanna's turn.
Mm.
You got 3 characters in the danger zone.
Alright. Live dangerously.
You like to do that.
I'm gonna do Whirling Strike.
Oh, beautiful.
First target will be Tamram.
That's a
6.
miss.
Eerie.
And that's a hit.
So that is 8 damage. And that's all she wrote.
That is all she wrote. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Um, I am still technically cursed, right? He hasn't gone yet, right?
No, he has not. Oh.
Okay. He'll be going next. Yikes. Ah, man. just a little bit too much. Once per turn. All right, so I'm gonna do a movement, so you can do a reaction attack on me.
Sure.
Usually try not to do reaction attacks, but I think this might be worth it. That's a hit. So it'll be 6 more damage to Neri. She's at 21, and her movement's reduced by 1. So she has 4 movement. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then she will do Twin Shot on Rankier.
Okay.
So the first attack will be Cursed. All right, so that would be a hit, but now I should roll again. And it's a hit. So either way, that is killing Rankier here with, was that 11 damage?
Yep.
And then you may strike 2 targets once or 1 target twice. I guess I'll attack a different target now. And I will attack, why not Ellerine? 20. Oh, nuggets! All right, so that's 12 damage. Oh, did I kill Ellerine too?
Yep.
Oh, double kill. So I was kind of hoping that I don't think that there's going to be anybody that has enough time to do this. But if you'd like to be interested in being a scorekeeper for our games, I'd really much appreciate anyone that wants to either watch live games or watch recorded games and go through the match to try to take stats, and we can give you a spreadsheet on stuff. Just because I think the stat stuff is actually kind of cool to see, how many kills a certain character's gotten, how many, how much healing. We saw some pretty cool stuff, I think, in like the last one, right? Of how much damage or healing. I think, what was it? Talia was like the top healer. Is that what it was?
So, because she was
Um,
just a lot, but yeah.
she was used a lot, but then also, she just got out a lot of healing. I think Neri might have been one of the top damage characters too.
Right.
All right. That's the end of my turn. So now it is Magenta's turn.
Hmm. Uh, Magenta is going to start off with Miraculous Potion, targeting Neri.
Okay. Ten, that's a hit.
So that's good old 7 damage.
Alright. Oh, go ahead.
So we're at 14.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to heal Durana 6. That
Okay.
puts her at 19. And then Tactics.
Well, you wouldn't get tactics on this one because hit a target that's adjacent to at least one of your allies. Neri's not. You don't have Jirana next to Neri.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think you were thinking Tarum.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. That is it.
All right. So it is Tarum's turn here. He will do a sidestep, and then he will do Sanctuary, as that's the only attack he can do currently. Due to the cult control. 19 to hit, so that will be 10 damage to what's his butt? Jirana?
Drana.
Jirana, my bad. An ally within range is toughened once per turn, and immune to new effects from enemies. So that will be let's give it to Neri here. So she'll be toughened and immune to new effects from enemies for the next round. And then Neri can gain 4 health from the passive Hope.
All right. Tirana's turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good time to play my second heroic action.
Double flip.
Flip. All right.
Who are you going for?
The sanctuary. Does that
No,
bother?
because it's only on hit.
Okay. So we're gonna take out Neri.
All right, Neri is dead. Because, and specifically because it says an immune to new effects from enemies. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before, but heroic actions, I believe, don't count as like a normal effect, even though it does say effect on the card. I'm pretty sure how we've always played it before is that does not count that way.
And then I can move.
Oh, wait, I think I passed by the card here. Heroic actions. Once per does not return to your hand. You must spend. Heroic actions are not attacks. This effects happens automatically. Oh wait, it says heroic actions are not attacks. I wonder then if that would prevent damage in this case. Because it
From
says new effects. Because it doesn't say attack, right?
But
Because
it's
yeah, go
not an
ahead.
enemy causing it. It's just player interaction, I think.
Well, but the enemy is Jirana, right? Because Jirana is doing the heroic action.
True.
Because normally, what oftentimes people think this one applies to is like Shield the Flowers, right? Where it
Right.
says like an ally within range is immune to damage for the next primary attack that hits it. Um, I'm surprised we haven't run into this issue before. New effects from enemies. Heroic actions
But
are not attacks. Their effects happen automatically. There is no die roll. The card in it. And it even keeps saying multiple times, card does not return to your hand. If it produces a temporary effect, place it over the affected hero pad, track it. When the effect ends, remove the card from the game. I don't know. I have to ask about this, but you could kill Tarim for sure. Do you want to do that instead?
no, I would like to kill Neri.
Oh.
To be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna write this down. So we got um,
Sanctuary versus heroic action.
sanctuary and rogue action effect, and then the other item that we talked about earlier, which was I'm trying to remember what one it was. Oh, it was the multiple interrupts. Friendly interrupt versus normal interrupt. Attack order. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, you tell me if you think you can do it. I mean, looking at this, it makes
I
it
don't.
sound like it makes you immune from the effect.
I mean, that's pretty powerful.
I know, right? And it's like, why are we just finding this out now?
I don't know how that. I mean, based on the wording, it seems like it would protect it from that.
Yeah,
But
because it says the only thing that it doesn't is passive powers. Because it doesn't protect you from like hit damage, right?
right.
So it would be kind of, like all it does is just that effect part.
Well, it's not protecting from damage though. It's just well, it's not an
It's
attack.
protecting from hit damage, right? Because it says it protects you from an effect. And looking at ambush card, where is it? Here it is. Bend a prime match, ignore vision, range, no rolls required. Effect 1, move to a target, square adjacent to the enemy. This enemy takes 20 damage. And it's just an effect. I don't know, Code. I'm thinking this might be the one case.
This might be the one case.
This might be the one case. But you can kill Tarum instead.
All right, let's kill Tarum,
Alright.
and then just move next to
Neri.
Neri.
Alright. So it is Lord Roth's turn. Down here, battle to the end.
Lord of the Rot's got
1,
so much
2,
health.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's a beast. One, two, and I'm going to do Dark Manipulation on Girana. Hopefully the magic happens, and it does. That's 10 damage, kills Girana. And move 2 combatants within 5. So I'll move Magenta here 2 spots. That's 4 damage to her. I think this is you right here. So
Yeah.
there. And then the other enemy would also be Magenta in this case. So that would be 4 more damage. Be Neri's turn. All right. Magenta versus Neri and Lord Roth.
Let's do Arcane Justice on Neri.
Bring the justice. It's pretty strong attack.
It is.
I mean, 12, especially for a healer, that's pretty good. All right.
And
So 12 damage, which will take me to 6.
like it's a draw card.
And you get to draw a card. All right. I will sidestep as Neri here. And I will play my other heroic action. Heroic defense. You or an ally regains 18 HP. Alright, 10. And then 20 would be here. So that 24. And I am now immune to damage. Alright. Magenta's up again.
Let's hit Lord Roth with Arcane Justice. 10.
Got him.
So it's 12 damage, and I get to draw a card. That's it.
Alright. Lord Roth will do Dark Manipulation again on Magenta. 5. I think that's a miss.
Yep.
Yep.
So 5
5
damage.
residual. Alright, the Magenta's turn again.
Let's do.
You have to attack Lord Roth still.
Yeah. Arcane Justice.
Bring the justice.
15.
That's a hit.
Oh, the tactics kick it too.
What?
To.
No, because you don't have any allies.
Okay.
Alright. Laura. Oh, I guess it's Neri's turn.
Yep.
Neri will sidestep this way and do Explosive Arrow on Magenta. And another miss. Wow. I think Code's going to be able to come back here. And her heroic action's gone now.
Let's see. Sidestep 1. And do Arcane Justice on Yeri.
I mean, basically, once we get down to this, it's just a beatdown fest. Especially since we're both out of heroic actions.
12.
So another 12.
Draw a card.
Draw that card. Okay. Lord Roth will sidestep this way. And he will do Mind Trap. If I can load it. There we go. Wow.
Oh.
Dude, you might actually win this. Especially because you have more options than I do. This is a pretty good chance you could win, especially with how bad my rolls have gotten.
This.
He's got 3 flask cards in his deck he can choose, and you may use a flask instead of this attack. If you don't, you move to. Oh, you haven't even.
Use the move
You haven't even used the move.
or the flash.
Yeah, or the flask. Yeah.
Well,
So I'm kind of curious. I mean, obviously you have Arcane Justice, right, where you can use the flasks. But I wonder if flasks are supposed to work in the same way that they work in PvE, right? Because normally in PvE, you'd consume the special token to do whatever your flask card says. So let's say it's like a ranged attack flask card. Then you wouldn't need to like run all the way up to do Arcane Justice. And I wonder if that's like the intent of that or what, or if you have to use Arcane Justice, use the flask. I'm assuming that you could just use it normally, but
hmm.
I'm not sure what the intent on that one is. I'm going to add that to my list of questions here.
Well, I'm gonna use Arcane Justice anyway, but I'm gonna use the flash ability this time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use Holy Water.
Ooh. All combatants within range is immune to the powers of boss spells and evil powers. Okay.
What's the damage? +3 to the.
13.
So I get +3 to my roll.
Awesome. I think you're going to get this. 6. That's
Just
enough.
enough.
Just enough. You got her. Awesome. All right. Well, I guess there's not really a lot of other options I can do at this point, so I'll do Mind Trap again. Actually, wait a second. Maybe there is something I can. One, two, three, four. I can do this. Maybe give myself a slightly better chance here. A Mind Trap. Whoops. Blessed on Magenta. 14. Of course, now I'm actually hitting. Go for the other one for 20. No. All right, so 1, 2, 3. And then Magenta takes 11 damage. She's down at 9. And she can no longer use Arcane Justice for this turn.
Okay.
Here's your card.
I'm going to do Miraculous Potion.
Try to get those heals, huh?
I'm going to be focused.
Yeah. Got it.
And then, so I'll discard one, Flask,
7 damage. That is 32.
and I'll heal 9.
Oh boy.
So 18.
The battle begins. I will. I don't know if it's even worth it. It's pretty much it's kind of like a bluff game at this point. I will do Mind Trap again with Blessed.
A 1.
God.
Can't miss twice.
Got it. All right, so that's gonna be 11 damage again, and this time you can't do your ranged attack.
And you took 3.
Yeah, I need to. There we go.
I can't do my ranged attack, you said?
Yeah, your miraculous potion.
Okay. Hmm.
Woohoo! Someone's like, "Woohoo, go team!"
Let's go Arcane
Let's
Justice.
let's go us. We're just here about finishing this just kind of play fun match here. Going with the Arcane Justice.
Oh.
1. That's a miss. 5 residual and 24. All right, I'm going to go with Dark Manipulation, Blessed here, and this hopefully should be it. Oh, miss. Going for the second roll. Oh, come on. 6. Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, you're down to 2, and I don't take damage from that one.
So I will sidestep 1 and do Miraculous Potion again.
Wait, how did I get down to here? 20. Was that the correct value? That was at 29.
You took residue damage last turn, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's what it was. Okay. Going with the miraculous potion. Miss.
Aw. 5 damage.
All right. 19. I am going to go with whatever. Mind trap, sure. Blessed. There we go. 20.
Very 20.
All right.
Oh.
Awesome. Well, that was fun, Code.
That was definitely fun.
I didn't. I mean, I don't know. What'd you think about these new heroes?
Um, I- they're interesting.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even use Glooming Thoughts.
Come
I
on,
just
man.
I just realized I didn't use it because of the back card thing. It made me think I didn't have it. So I was like, oh, I must have already used that one. Then I realized just now at the end that I was like, oh, I had that one the entire time. And that actually would have been very powerful to put on you because then it would mean that you'd pretty much, what does it say? You have to do. Target cannot attack enemies that are exactly in two. Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. No. So any of the times that you were doing those range attacks at 2 squares, you wouldn't have been able to do. But yeah, still, at least it would have been 25 damage. Would have ended this a lot quicker.
Right.
So yeah. Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying?
They're interesting. I like Reveal seems very powerful,
Mm-hmm.
and Lord Wrath is kind of annoying. So I think they're pretty good. I don't think they're
Yeah, I
OP.
personally didn't feel it was overpowered. I mean, Ravel definitely is very strong because Bladesman's sanity might be the best, like, well, death clauses can do more damage if you're in the range.
Right. I just felt like they're not like people were afraid that these new characters were gonna outshine the old ones, and they really don't.
Yeah,
So far, at least.
I mean they do have some cool effects.
Absolutely. I'm not downplaying them, but I know that was a big
Yeah,
fear was power creep was gonna come into this game, which
yeah.
so
Well, and
far
and still, right? We're only seeing 4 characters, so there's still a ton more uh,
there's a
heroes to go. We're just
yeah there
getting a taste of what there is.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be something that comes along. We go, what?
Yeah. Well, I'm still working on trying to hopefully get a commander, but that may not even show up till I don't know. Maybe
There,
not even till the end of the tournament.
that may show up at your doorstep
I know,
for any.
right? It's possible. But anyway, well, that was still fun. Good to see these new characters in action. I'd say, yeah, Ravel definitely very powerful, but didn't. I don't know. Like, especially with Eye of the Augur, way people were talking about it made it sound like, just she'd be dominating every effect, and it was like, oh, I think it might have just been read incorrectly. But
Right,
Lord Roth made a pretty pro move here with Shadow Grasp, got himself almost full health, and then pretty much almost killed uh, Ellerine with it,
right.
because she was already getting a little bit lower, and then took some good hit there, and then got finished off with a twin shot from Neri, which is pretty epic. But anyway, well, I think that's it. So, hopefully this is teaching everyone here what to expect for the tournament. I guess we didn't really talk a lot about tips. We talked about it a little bit, but basically trying to utilize your passives as much as possible. Um, you know, for these characters here at the end, um, it's harder to get those passives like Magenta, right? She can't get tactics if she's the only person on her team. Same thing with Despair. You can't get that because there's nobody else to attack, which is really kind of the whole point, because most of those characters are supposed to be working with team members more than being the last people alive. But yeah, anyway. Passives definitely important. Making sure to use mob and focus. Although I feel like today we had plenty of examples of like we did do mob and focus, but it still still didn't matter. And sometimes that just happens. But you can do other things like move into this altar, right? I mean, I thought when I was standing over here, it's like, well, I could just keep trying, and then I was like, well, might as well go over here and just keep have a better chance by becoming blessed. But making those decisions and moving different places can be turn the outcome. All right. Well, anyway, that is pretty much it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everyone that's been watching. I hope this was exciting for you as it was for us to play these brand new characters. We'll be seeing a lot more here in the tournament that begins tomorrow night. It all begins at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. We'll begin with the first match of the PvP tournament. Hope to see you there, and we'll see you at the